In the early hours of August 8, 1963, a quiet railway bridge in Buckinghamshire, England, became the scene of one of the most audacious crimes in British history. This is the story of the Great Train Robbery, a heist so daring it captured the imagination of the world and left an indelible mark on British culture. The early 1960s in Britain were a time of social change and economic challenges. Amidst this backdrop, the Royal Mail train was a nightly symbol of wealth in motion, carrying millions of pounds in cash and valuables. But on one fateful night, this train became the target of a meticulously planned robbery that would go down in history. Meet Bruce Reynolds, the mastermind behind the Great Train Robbery. A career criminal with a flair for grand schemes, Reynolds assembled a team of skilled individuals, each bringing their unique expertise to the table. Among them were former soldiers, a racing car driver, and seasoned robbers, all united by the promise of a lucrative score. The planning began months in advance. Reynolds and his team conducted extensive surveillance of the Royal Mail train, learning its schedule and routines. They chose Bridego Railway Bridge in Buckinghamshire as the perfect spot for their heist, a remote location where they could work undisturbed. With the help of inside information, possibly from a corrupt postal worker, they crafted a plan of astonishing complexity. In the early hours of August 8, 1963, the plan was set into motion. The gang tampered with railway signals, bringing the train to a halt at Bridego Bridge. Wearing masks and armed with koshers, they overpowered the train crew, including the driver, Jack Mills, who was struck over the head and injured. Within minutes, they detached the engine and the first two carriages containing the high-value packages coach from the rest of the train. The gang worked with military precision, transferring £2.6 million, equivalent to about £50 million today, into their getaway vehicles. Despite their efficiency, they made crucial mistakes that would eventually lead to their downfall. After the robbery, the gang retreated to a remote farmhouse to divide the loot and lay low. However, the police, led by Detective Superintendent Jack Slipper, were quickly on their trail. Thanks to a tip-off, the hideout was discovered, and evidence left behind led to the identification of the robbers. Many gang members were soon arrested, but some, like Ronnie Biggs, managed to escape, sparking a dramatic manhunt that captured the public's imagination. The trial of the gang members was one of the most high-profile cases in British history. The media frenzy surrounding the case was unprecedented, and the robbers were handed significant sentences. The public, fascinated by the audacity of the crime, followed every twist and turn, including numerous escape attempts by the robbers. Ronnie Biggs, perhaps the most infamous of the robbers, escaped from Wandsworth Prison and fled to Brazil, where he lived as a fugitive for many years. His life on the run was filled with adventures and challenges, adding to the legend of the Great Train Robbery. The Great Train Robbery left a lasting mark on British culture, inspiring films, books, and popular media. It influenced public perceptions of crime and law enforcement, and the story of the heist continues to be retold and reimagined. The long-term impact of the robbery led to significant changes in security measures for transporting money and valuables. The heist remains a textbook example of criminal ingenuity and the complexities of law enforcement. The Great Train Robbery of 1963 stands as one of the most daring and memorable heists in history. It is a story of audacity, skill, and ultimately the relentless pursuit of justice. This legendary crime reminds us of the thin line between cunning and folly, and the enduring allure of a great mystery. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to History's Weirdest for more intriguing stories from history.